right? Even my edgiest. But what I feel like is happening, and this is anecdotal.
I didn't see this yesterday. Yeah.
This is through my own experience. I don't want to accidentally gaslight anybody. But what I feel like is happening are the people are using, right? The people who are outraged and pushing for a permanent ban and a deplatforming are using the platform for transgender individuals, perverting it, manipulating it to push their own agendas. That's what's happened time and time and time again. Not only for transgender individuals, but also for women's rights.
Bro, I don't even know what the fuck.
Right? That's what they do, right? And if you want to understand what I mean by that, right?
He's right.
Look at the gambling stuff that I did. Let's fucking revert back to that as an example, right?
Bro, I think somebody saw something. I think people saw I didn't say some shit, and they said,
"Bitch,
oh, that happened. That's dumb." And then there's always gonna be people that push for bans and people that push for things with their own mindset. But I think the actual problem itself remains the same. That doesn't change. So sidetracking from the problem itself to go to other places is kind of irrelevant, because it still holds some, you know. Tai Ming. Train says more.
28 months.
Train says you can still support Adin, then bring up Asan.
Buying a food, buying a new car. Life's been.
Ain't no way.
Hey X.
Why do they need
time
him?
I was watching you were
why are they
to
putting him in
a record? My internet went out before you got into the end. I thought to myself, surely this will be it. I believe in my juicer. Did you do it?
No, we're being record today. It's on the schedule to look at the calendar
Give
for the
me
juice.
Good news.
And is the face of Kick and use the platform to spout some unhinged dog shit there. Well, I think the reality is that one thing you're gonna understand, people need to understand that like the world literally operates on money, and the way that these sites stay alive is through
Dan's game adds 27
advertisers.
months away. What am I doing?
If you say unhinged shit, whatever you believe is if it's true or not, or you agree with it or not, well, the advertisers are not going to agree with it, and the site is just not going to operate anymore. That's how the world works. Sorry to say it. That is how the world turns. Literally, it turns like that.
Situation where he needs to permaban him. Are they maybe pushing their own agenda? Like, it doesn't make any sense. Do you see the same thing applied to their friends that fuck up? I can name a couple situations just from recently off the top of my head that they didn't go hard at all. At all. They just let others do it. They'd said nothing. Right?
Huh?
So why is it for certain people, they put people in corners by saying, if he doesn't permaban him, then he's for transphobia. You don't realize that's a manipulation. That's literally fear-mongering. That's literally manipulation. That's literally political bullshit. Those are like political, ratty, snaky tactics used. I'm not just referring to Hassan. I'm referring to anyone who uses that mentality or that style of thinking. It's literally manipulative. You can be against what Adin said and still support him. This idea where it's one or the other. Why do they need him?
This is 3/4 true. You can say true, but I think that there's nuance and all these things, and it's not always full true or full wrong, right? Well, the thing is that if somebody makes the point of all they do, that the thing that they're wrong about, then at that point, this isn't true anymore. I think it's true if somebody is everything in the world, and he's like, well, fuck vegans, or something like that, right? Well, at that point, he needs to be wrong about something, and people will still want to like support whoever and watch if his entire content is not about fuck the vegans, right? But if all he does all day is just spew all that and makes his personality about fuck vegans, and at some point it's like, okay, dude, like, I mean, at that point you are directly supporting that. You are directly just at that point you legitimately are fueling the problem. But when it's like that, I can't agree with his take about this to 75%.
Why are they putting him in a situation where he needs to permaban him? Are they maybe pushing their own agenda? Like, it doesn't make any sense. Do you see the same thing applied to their friends that fuck up? I can name a couple situations just from recently off the top of my head that they didn't go hard at all. At all. They just let others do it. They said nothing. Right? So why is it for certain people, they put people in corners by saying, if he doesn't permaban him, then he's for trans, he's...
Yeah, I don't know. It's hate speech and call to action. Wait, was that call to action? That's good. Okay. That is completely different then. There's a call to action when that's when it's just a crime. I mean, I guess I don't want to be a rat Andy. Call to actions are fucking disastrous. I've always said that things are nuanced here and there. A call to action is it's a major problem. That's a big no-no. I didn't see it. I didn't see it. Is it this? Is it that? Hold on.
Places. Basically something I said about Fed.
Guys, I want to see this wrong one. What's that? It's not this. Where's then?
I think that people like Bruce, Kai, like all of those guys, I think they should move over probably to Kick.
They're not gonna move.
It just seems like a better idea.
What
they have a younger, more edgy audience. They can do crazier stuff on Kick. They don't have to worry about getting suspended.
What is the market? You don't have to move. You can just duplicate and double your power.
Like all of those guys, I think they should move over probably to Kick. It just seems like a better idea. They have a younger, more edgy audience. They can do crazier stuff on Kick. They don't have to worry about getting suspended. They can make more money with it. There's no downside to going to Kick for them. Think about it, right? They're getting paid more money, and they're also don't have to worry about losing their account.
Okay, you're saying he's right? Okay, listen. This is correct, kind of, on the very, very short term. Guys, guys, I don't want to be rude, okay? I'm not gonna get rude, okay? I don't want to get boring either. You have absolutely no business sense, and you skipped class, or you're very young. You understand that this cannot work. Why? Because the owner, the people who are making this at one point will want to turn a profit. Nobody does something that is purely passion driven. At one point, they will want to turn a profit on their server costs, right? And the way you do that, right, is by getting revenue. The way you get revenue is by allowing advertisers on the site to advertise the website so that it pays for the servers or whatnot at one point, right? The TOS and how loose it is will tighten up as they go towards being more profitable, and they want to lose less money. I understand you guys say, yeah, they have a lot of money. Yo, dude, it's straight funding it. Yeah. But at one point, they're going to be like, okay, well, I mean, this is cool and all, but we want to make money at one point, right? We want to make this profitable, otherwise what's the point? And then things will tighten up. And if you went all in on this, right, and the TOS change or whatever, and things tighten up, then what? Then you're stuck with your dick out. And nowhere to put it. I don't think that this. I think it's a super short-sighted. Yeah. Anyway, they make money because Kick allows a state gambling dumbass. Wow, you're an idiot.
Yo, Adin, if you're watching this, brother, I would argue that you have the pussy. You're too scared to lead a group of kids younger than you. You give in to what they think of you. The fact that I can stay with my decisions, stay with my principles and how I feel, no matter the hate I get from both sides.
Guys, out of all the training takes of all time, okay, this is like insanely true. Okay, that's one of the takes that's most based across all topics, and it's something that if you really get down to it and you understand this, that's insane true.
Usually pander to your community and say fuck the other side. That they'd be a great asset. To have your entire fucking chat love me would be a great asset for me. But I don't do that because I'm not someone that's going to give in to my own shit because I want to be approved by a bunch of kids that don't give a fuck if tomorrow I lose everything. You understand? And not to mention, you would be 6 times your size if you put your foot down and you led your community instead of being led by them. What you did right there about saying, oh, I apologize for nothing. That wasn't you. I know who you are off stream. That wasn't you. That was literally
But
the
it's
insecure
the whole point of
that's
kick to
pandering to a bunch
advertise
of kids
steak.
and
So it's a lost leader get people to go to
kids...
steak.
No, that doesn't make sense. You're just wrong about that. Just stop.
Yo.
I know they made a lot of money in revenue. Still though, I don't know why you guys are like pointing at income. Guys, people that are billionaires do fail ventures and end up pulling out. It happens all the time. You guys act like because you have a lot of money, you have more to lose, that you're gonna lose more and keep losing it. I know what's wrong with you.
Might think of him if he apologized. You're scared of what kids will think of you because you'll look like a bitch to kids. Who fucking cares? If you're a leader and you're truly confident and successful, you don't give a fuck what a bunch of fucking 18-year-olds think about you.
Real shit. This is the gun. This is the kick. This is the thing. What does it say? I feel like this is the biggest risk is in Ross. Hold on. Huh? Is it bad? Oh shit, double ban. The fuck? What does this say? Oh, does it need the fucking audio? Come on, really? Alright. It says it's cringe. It says Alright. Yeah, I mean, it's whatever we've watched the other day. Guys, it's just the same thing they did last time. So wait, so you ended up not punishing for that and saying that? I mean, brother. I mean, people will be like, oh, it's a call to action, it's not a call to action. I mean, that's pretty much as close as it gets, I don't know what to tell you. Well, guys, I'm not gonna be the judge of what it just to me, it's just kind of call to action type vibe. That's bad. I'll probably do an edgy joke. What's an edgy joke? The problem is that when you make a joke, you need to understand it. Listen. Guys, I won't be I won't be offended anything, okay? But you need to understand something, okay? When you make an actual joke, okay, some people will take it seriously. Especially when it's like language, stuff like that. Okay? When your joke is also laced with like a interpretable call to action, brother, in current times, that is I mean, brother, it puts a lot of responsibility on you, which is not in the level you want to be in. So I don't know. I don't really agree with it. You're so fake. Adin feed you in his home. I don't give a fuck. Adin could have invited me over to live there for a year and gave me a $3 million. I will still call that shit out. It's called standing for something, regardless of what you gain from it. It's called fucking, bro. That's called having it. I don't know what they want to tell you. It's just believing in something. I don't know. The face of future man went on just a rant saying, not supposed to believe you got there.
xQcOW.
Yeah. People did that kick like the comment of Adin, but I don't think they did that. I think they liked that. Anyway, just here for the repost. I know what it means.
Sub xQcOW.
Anyway, moving on. What else? What is this? Alright, boys. Yes. I'm getting sidetracked.